I'm Yuko, 54 years old. I live with my husband, Kenichi. We've been married for 30 years now. I decided to marry him because I always enjoyed being with Kenichi, who has a great sense of humor. But...
Hey, did you hear? That idol you like is coming to a hall nearby.
What? Really? Oh no, do you think I can still get tickets?
Just kidding. No way someone that famous is coming all the way out here in the countryside.
Seriously? Kenichi's jokes tend to go a bit too far sometimes. After we got married, his jokes only got worse.
Hey, I've got some bad news. I have to leave on a business trip starting tomorrow. I'm really sorry, especially since we had that trip planned.
Oh no, but if it's work, there's nothing we can do. We'll just have to take a rain check.
Just kidding. No way I'd get called away on a business trip last minute. We can still go on our trip, no problem. Hey, so my coworker said he saw you walking with some other guy. You're not cheating on me, are you?
What? No way! I swear I haven't been alone with any other man.
I mean, my coworker said he saw it, so I'm having a hard time believing you.
I can't believe this.
Just kidding. You actually believe that?
Kenichi's jokes were often in bad taste, and I found myself getting frustrated. Kenichi, could you stop with those jokes already?
Those jokes?
Yeah, your so-called jokes. They're not funny. They just make me feel bad.
Whoa, you really can't take a joke, huh? You are way too serious.
And no matter how much I asked him to stop, he never listened. But since I wasn't unhappy with him in other ways, I put up with it. Hey, Kenichi, your birthday is coming up. Is there anything you want as a present?
Yeah, how about divorce papers?
What?
I'm saying I want divorce papers for my birthday.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There's this cute new girl at work. Her name is Misaki. She's young and really cute. Totally different from you. She even laughs at my jokes.
I see.
Just kidding.
Then, on Kenichi's birthday... Kenichi, happy birthday. I got your present ready.
Oh, thanks. Did you bring the divorce papers?
Yes, here they are. The divorce papers.
What?
You heard me. The divorce papers. You've been asking for them, haven't you?
Wait, but that was just a joke.
I told you, didn't I? I asked you to stop with the jokes. Maybe you thought you were being funny, but you've been making me feel terrible this whole time.
Wait, divorce is going way too far. I was just joking. Why are you taking this so seriously all of a sudden?
What are you talking about? You're the one who said you wanted a divorce. You asked for the divorce papers as a birthday present.
But I was just joking.
Words that make others uncomfortable aren't jokes. You said you wanted a divorce, so I'm just granting your wish. You're only getting what you asked for. Be careful what you say, Kenichi. Everything you say and do comes back to you. If you don't want that cute new hire, Misaki, to ditch you, you'd better remember that.
What? Whatever. I've got Misaki, so I'll be fine.
I had finally reached my breaking point and decided to divorce Kenichi. With the help of a lawyer, even though I couldn't get any alimony, the divorce went through smoothly. So yeah, he joked about how the new girl at work was cute and that he wanted to marry her, so I divorced him. Wow, that's rough. A few months later, I was having dinner with my best friend from high school, Mayumi, as I started my new life. I knew Kenichi's jokes were bad, but I had no idea he said things like that. What was he even thinking? Seriously. Well, thanks to the lawyer, I'm free now, so I might just live my life to the fullest. Exactly. You've got no annoying husband around, so it's time to enjoy your second life. I met Mayumi back in high school. We were total opposites in personality and hobbies, but for some reason we clicked and hung out a lot. Even though we went in completely different directions after graduation, we stayed in touch. I used to confide in her a lot about Kenichi's behavior. I feel like I wasted years being married to Kenichi. Meanwhile, Mayumi had Misaki, who's already grown up and working now. On the flip side, Mayumi often talked about her husband and their daughter, Misaki. I'd met Misaki a few times and was always struck by how kind and cute she was, just like her mom. Yeah, time flies. It feels like just yesterday when she was born, and now she's already a working adult. No kidding. We're getting old too, huh? Don't remind me. But seriously, there are always those troublesome people out there. Huh? Oh, well, Misaki was saying there's this manager at work who's way too friendly. He always tells these awful jokes, and she would laugh just to be polite, but now he thinks they're close, and it's making her really uncomfortable. Oh, wow, that sounds awful. Wait a second. I'm sure Kenichi called that new employee Misaki earlier. Huh? If you don't mind me asking, where does Misaki work? After we talked for a while, we figured out that the new hire Kenichi mentioned was actually Mayumi's daughter Misaki, and the troublesome manager Misaki was talking about was Kenichi. Oh no, what a horrible coincidence. Mayumi, I'm so sorry. I had no idea Kenichi was bothering Misaki. Yuko, it's not your fault. But yeah, this is awful. And after all that, the Misaki he talked about so much finds him super annoying. He's still pulling his jokes at work too. Exactly. He clearly didn't learn anything from what you said. Hey, Mayumi, if you and Misaki are up for it, I think it's time for a little payback on him. So I decided to get revenge on Kenichi, who wasn't just hurting me, but now Misaki too.
Misaki,
Yes, what is the matter?
how about grabbing dinner together after work?
I have plans today.
Hey, come on. You always have plans. Well then, how about contact info? You can always reach out to me if you need to talk about work or anything else.
If an email address is fine, I can give you that.
Huh? An email in this day and age? Wow, Misaki, you are so old-fashioned. But you know, I actually like old-fashioned girls, so this works out perfectly.
I see.
Just kidding. Are you blushing? If you are okay with it, I'd actually be really happy to get closer to you.
Well, I'll be going now.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the email address.
Hello, Yuko? It's Misaki. Misaki, you're done for the day? Thanks for your hard work. Thank you. As planned, I gave him the email address after work. Oh, great. Thanks for helping with the plan. I'm sorry it put you in an uncomfortable situation. Not at all. Actually, I feel better knowing this will be over soon. Glad to hear that. Oh, I just got an email.
Misaki, it's Kenichi. I was so happy to get your email address today. I'd love to take you out for a meal when you are free. What do you think? Let me know when you are available.
Ugh, this is seriously gross. Wow, that's really something. Anyway, thank you. I'll reply to this as part of the plan. Yes, thank you. I've been busy with family matters lately, so I might not be able to respond much. But I'm free on the 15th next month if that works for you. Alright, sent. Now, let's grab some food. Oh, you've already replied?
Thanks for the reply. It's great you are so family-oriented. I look forward to hearing from you when you can. I'm free on the 15th too, so let's plan for that. Haha, just kidding.
Ugh, so creepy. But it's fine. He's taking the bait. Just a little longer now. And then, on the day of Keiichi and Misaki's date,
I'm here, waiting at the cafe by the station, wearing a red jacket. You can't miss me. I stand out a lot.
this is so gross. Kenichi, sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, I have been waiting for you. Wait, Yuko? What are you doing here?
Oh, come on. Did you forget? We made plans to meet in the email, didn't we?
Wait, no. I made plans with Misaki. What are you doing here? Are you jealous? You think I'm gonna leave you for a cute young girl?
Excuse me?
Just kidding. Anyway, she's late. It's already past the meeting time.
But I'm here, aren't I?
Huh? No, I mean, I was supposed to meet Misaki.
Did the person you were mailing ever once introduce themselves? Are you sure it was really Misaki you were emailing?
Huh? But it's Misaki who gave me this email address.
Kenichi.
Oh, Misaki. See? I told you she'd come. I'm about to go on a date, so don't get jealous and try to interfere. Oh, this is my ex-wife. She's acting weird, saying dumb things like I wasn't actually emailing you, even though you gave me this address yourself.
Misaki, he asked you for contact info, right?
Huh?
He didn't ask you for your own personal contact info, did he? That's correct.
What?
I only said I would provide an email address. The address I gave you belongs to Yuko.
What? No, that's ridiculous. What's going on here?
Exactly. You asked Misaki for contact info, but no one said it had to be her personal contact info. So she gave you my contact info instead. Every one of those creepy excited messages you sent? I saw them all.
Huh? What the? You tricked me?
Tricked you? That's a bit harsh. I even asked you earlier, didn't I? Did your email partner ever once claim to be Misaki?
Whatever. But we are here now. So let's just go on our date, Misaki.
What are you talking about? Misaki never once said she wanted to go on a date with you.
What? Shut up. I don't care if you're jealous or whatever. Just don't interfere. Misaki, come on. You want to go out with me, right? I know a great sushi place.
What are you actually talking about?
Huh? Who are you?
Don't you remember me? We met at your wedding. I'm Yuko's best friend Mayumi and Misaki's mother.
What?
Just like Yuko said, Misaki has no interest in dating you. In fact, she's been telling me how uncomfortable she is with how you've been misunderstanding things and getting way too close to her.
Misunderstanding?
I've been laughing at your jokes because I had no choice, given our work relationship. But I felt so uncomfortable that I told my mom how you completely misunderstood and thought I had feelings for you.
What? You're saying you were just pretending to laugh? That's not fair. I have been nothing but nice to you. And this is how you repay me? What kind of nonsense is that? Who's that? Wait, the division manager? Kenichi, I'm deeply disappointed in you. Sir, why are you here? Well, my adorable niece asked me for advice. Niece? That's right. Misaki here is my niece. When she told me she was having issues at work, I was shocked to find out the cause was you. I can explain. There's nothing to explain, Kenichi. What you have been doing constitutes harassment. Harassment? What else would you call constantly approaching a colleague, ignoring their discomfort and trying to force a relationship? But she laughed at my jokes. If she really hated them, she would have been listened or laughed at all.
Enough already! I already told you, didn't I? I only listened because of work. And now you're saying if she really hated it, she wouldn't have listened? That's exactly the misunderstanding we're talking about.
You were kidding, right? But still, she could have been more direct if that were the case.
What are you talking about? You kept pushing yourself onto a woman who just started her job. You think she can easily reject you? You're 30 years older. Thinking she actually liked you is ridiculous.
But...
And unlike you, we don't make unfunny jokes. Everything we've said here is completely serious.
But I mean... Kenichi, you show no sign of remorse. Sir. I was hesitant, but now I have no choice but to report this to HR. Wait, human resources? You know our company has strict compliance policies, right? If they find out you have been harassing an employee, especially a new hire, you'll definitely be fired. I was willing to let it go if you showed genuine remorse and promised never to do it again. I'm sorry, I truly regret it, and I swear I'll never do it again. Please just don't fire me.
Is that a joke too?
Huh?
You love making jokes, right? So that apology of yours, is that just another joke?
What? No way. What are you talking about?
I bet you're going to say, just kidding, like you always did to me, right?
I wouldn't do that. Hey, stop messing around. You are the one who has been messing around. You clearly have no remorse. Everything that's happened until today will be reported to HR. Get ready. No! Wait, Yuko, let's give it another try.
What?
Come on, we once loved each other, right? I guess I was wrong. You're the one that really matters to me. It'll be hard for you to be alone too, right? Let's support each other.
What are you talking about? Just because you got rejected by your cute new hire, don't come crawling back to me. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Getting back together with you? Now that's a joke. After getting fired, Kenichi lost both his job and his family. He was left in a state of shock. I heard he started looking for a job again, but...
At your age? And after being fired from your last job? There's no way we can hire you here.
Finding a new job is proving difficult, and now he's barely scraping by with day labor. Kenichi still sends reconciliation messages to what he thinks is Misaki's address. Actually, my throwaway email. What is this? It's really gross. Yeah, seriously. If he was going to say this, he should have treated you better from the start. Since it's a throwaway address, I just leave them unread. Whenever I meet up with Mayumi and Misaki, we check the emails together and have a good laugh about how persistent he is. As I told Mayumi, I'm now enjoying my carefree second life. At first, I thought I'd stay single for a while, but... you must be tired from work, sir. Turns out the manager, or should I say Masakazu, was single, and we hit it off. So Misaki's uncle is Mayumi's brother. No wonder we get along so well. From now on, I'm planning to spend my days with someone who truly makes me laugh. I'm Yuriko. I've decided to divorce my husband, Koji. I just can't be with him anymore. There's no other way. I heard it. You're divorcing Dad, right? Then leave this house already. I don't want to be around a stranger like you anymore. What are you talking about, Megumi? You and Koji are the ones who will leave.
What? This house belongs to Dad, doesn't it?
Seems like Megumi, my stepdaughter, doesn't know the truth. I decided it was time to tell her. Koji and I got married 2 years ago. Are you sure it's okay for me to join the dinner?
Of course. You have been working so hard as my secretary, Yuriko. So don't hesitate. Please enjoy it as a thank you.
After being his secretary for over 10 years, Mr. Shigeru is really a great man. It was at that dinner where I met Koji, and eventually we got married.
Megumi, let me introduce you. This is Yuriko, my new wife. She's your new mom.
Nice to meet you, Megumi. Oh, you're so mature for an 18-year-old.
I'm never going to accept you as my mom.
2 years went by and Megumi never warmed up to me. Koji, who used to be head over heels for me, has changed.
This new hire at work, she really looks up to me. Man, it's great to be young, right?
You married an older woman like me and you're saying that?
Come on, don't get mad. It's only natural for young girls to be cute, right?
Things like that kept building up, and one day I just hit my limit.
Wow, look at this idol girl. Her skin is so smooth and cute. I wish I could date someone like that.
Then why did you marry me? Did you mistake me for a younger woman? That couldn't have happened, right?
What now? You're snapping again. This is what I hate about you. You're older, but you have zero patience.
Fine. If that's how you feel, then let's divorce. I'm sick of being compared to younger women every day.
Sick of it? That's my line. I took pity on you, a woman who had been single forever, and you repay me like this?
You only married me because I make more money. You wanted to rely on that, right? Koji went and grabbed the divorce papers himself. Seems like he had no regrets about ending things with me. All right, I filled it out. I'll file it myself. From now on, we're complete strangers.
Finally. I'm done with you. I feel lighter already. Guess I'll start packing.
Right after Koji left, Megumi came in and tried to kick me out. Did Koji tell you this house belongs to him?
Dad said one of his business contacts introduced him to a realtor. So it's Dad's house, right?
So you didn't know? Actually, this house belongs to me.
That's a lie. Don't make stuff up.
It's true. That business contact is actually Mr. Shigeru, my boss. Koji knows him because he's a client, but yeah, we're acquainted. Originally, Mr. Shigeru introduced me to this house.
Yuriko, you're getting married? Then let me hook you up with a good property. I know a realtor.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept that. Just the offer is more than enough.
I'm not buying it for you, just making the connection. Don't be so modest.
Since he introduced me to it, the house is in my name, and I'm the one paying the mortgage.
No way. I was sure it belonged to Dad.
What's going on, Megumi? Why are you yelling? Wait, are you against the divorce?
Dad, you lied to me, didn't you? This isn't your house, is it?
Well, so what? I'll finance an even better house than this one.
No, this place is close to my college and I love the layout of the rooms. I don't want to move.
Look, Yuriko, you don't need such a big house to live in by yourself, right?
Sorry, but I like big houses. I'm not generous enough to give this place up to strangers. So pack your things and leave.
That's so cruel. We've been living together for 2 years and you don't have any feelings for me at all?
I try my best to get along with you, Megumi. I bought you everything you wanted and even paid for your school tuition. But you always act like I am a stranger. Why would I care about a kid like that? Even though we argued, I finally managed to get both of them out of the house. Since I bought most of the furniture, they didn't have much to pack.
I really liked that vanity. If I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have let that woman buy it for me.
I'll get you a new one. Forget anything that woman bought.
The next day, Koji was supposed to come to my company for a business meeting with Mr. Shigeru. I've already filed the divorce papers, so it's official. But it'll be a bit awkward seeing him. However, he didn't show up. Instead, his boss came.
I'm terribly sorry. He had to take a sudden day off due to emotional stress.
Emotional stress? Would you mind explaining that in more detail?
You've recently divorced, right? Apparently, he's been going through a really tough time because of it. I could tell he really wanted me to listen, so I did. But come on, this is all his fault. What's a husband supposed to do if he doesn't love his wife the most? Honestly, you're better off without a guy like that.
Thank you. Now I'll be happy to show you the way. I couldn't help but laugh to myself knowing his reputation was tanking with his boss. For a while, I enjoyed living alone in my big house. No one here to make a mess. Living alone is fantastic. Wait, who's at the door?
Mom, I'm so sorry for everything. Please open the door.
Wow, it's Megumi. She's soaked head to toe, standing in the rain. She won't leave unless I talk to her, will she? What do you want? Did you forget something?
Hiriko, I really wanted to see you. My dad and I are living in this cheap apartment now. It's dark and moldy.
I don't really care about your living situation. What are you trying to say?
Dad told me that you were paying for most of the living expenses. Being apart now, I've realized how lucky I was.
That's nice to hear.
Can't we start over, the three of us? I promise I'll be a good daughter from now on. I'll make you proud.
So you admit you've been a bad daughter, and yet you never tried to change your attitude.
But from now on, I will change.
And now that your situation's gotten worse, you suddenly have a change of heart? That's pretty convenient. Also, those aren't tears. It's rain.
What's with the attitude, huh? Here I am apologizing, and you're acting all smug. You'll regret it when you're a lonely old woman.
Okay, thank you for the concern. Tell your dad to show up at work and don't come back here again. It was a good thing I got those spare keys back from them. Otherwise, they might have let themselves in. For a few days, I was worried Megumi might come back, but she never did. Even after all that, I still hadn't told Mr. Shigeru about the divorce. He even came to our wedding, and he's always been so supportive, but it just feels wrong to bother him with such trivial stuff. Wait, is it just me or does something seem off about him today? Sir, is something wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
No, it's nothing serious. Just some personal stuff.
Then you should definitely tell me. What if your personal worries are affecting your work?
I can never get anything past you, Yuriko. Really, it's no big deal. It's just that my roof suddenly started to leaking.
Leaking? Oh, that's a big deal. Should I arrange for someone to come take a look?
Nah, I already called someone, but apparently there are leaks everywhere. So they said it would take a week to fix everything.
That sounds like a lot of work. So you've been trying to figure out where you and your wife will stay in the meantime?
Exactly. A hotel seems like the easy choice, but that's expensive, and I don't want to burden my sons and their wives.
Mr. Shigeru and his wife Maki have always lived modestly, so I can see why he wouldn't want to waste money. In that case, I have an idea, sir. Why don't you and your wife stay at my place? Of course, only if you two are okay with it.
That's an offer I can't refuse. But won't that be inconvenient for your husband and daughter?
Well, actually, I just got divorced recently. I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier.
What? You got divorced? Why didn't you say something sooner? Though I can understand not wanting to talk about it.
It's not exactly a story worth telling. Koji said he preferred younger women and, well, it just got too hard to deal with.
What? He actually said that?
Yeah, he couldn't stop talking about young girls and I just got tired of it.
Of course. You have nothing to feel guilty about, Yuriko. I can't believe he'd say something like that. Next time I see him, I'll give him a piece of my mind.
It's fine, really. I appreciate the thought.
I get it, but are you sure it's okay for us to stay?
Honestly, it's been a bit lonely having the house to myself. If you stay, it'll keep me company.
Got it. Maki likes you, so I'm sure she'll be all for it.
Just like he said, Maki was happy to stay at my house. As soon as I got home, I started setting up the bed. Koji's old bed. I was planning to throw it out, but I guess it's good I kept it. I already cleaned the mattress, so it's ready to go. Phew, I finally got it done. Setting up a bed by yourself is no joke. They're here. Yuriko, a long time no see. How have you been? You've been through a lot, huh? It's been a while, Maki. Sorry I didn't tell you about the divorce. Oh, don't worry about it. Thank you so much for having us. Our whole house is soaked. It's such a mess.
Thank you for having us, Yuriko. Since we'll be staying a while, at least let me cook for you.
It's okay. You two are my guests, so please take your time and make yourself at home. I know you'd say that. In that case, why don't we cook together? I'd love to see your skills in action, Yuriko. Young girls? Oh, what a load of nonsense. Koji married you for a reason, didn't he? And that stepdaughter was such a brat, acting like she deserved affection when she never gave any. It's such a relief to be free of all that now. I doubt I'll ever get married again.
Yuriko, what are you talking about? You'll definitely find someone better. If you want, I can introduce you to someone. Yeah, you just had bad luck this time. I'm sure there's someone out there who's perfect for you.
I hope you're right. The three of us had dinner together along with some drinks. The bath is ready if you'd like to go in first.
I'll go last. Why don't you take a shower?
Yeah, my stomach's feeling better now. I'll take you up on that.
Oh no! I just remembered I forgot to buy ice cream. There's a convenience store nearby, right?
Let me go get it. Maki, what flavor would you like?
Oh, you don't need to do that. Yuriko, you relax. I'll get yours too.
Mr. Shigeru and Maki are such good people. They're probably just trying to keep things light so I don't get too down. I really want to help them out too. About 5 minutes after Maki left for the store, I heard the front door unlock. Wait, Maki's back already? That's so weird. I didn't give her a key. Could it be a burglar? Mr. Shigeru is in the bath, so I have to do something.
I'm back. Yuriko, it's me, Koji.
Mom, I'm home.
Why are you two here? No, wait. How did you get a key?
Right, I forgot. I'm always losing stuff, so I must have made a spare key a while back.
I'm the one who found it. Isn't it cool?
Yuriko, let's get back together. The three of us. We need you, Yuriko.
Mom, I'm really sorry for blowing up at you. I actually love you so much.
Well, I don't need either of you, and I definitely don't love you. Now get out.
Don't be so stubborn. If we filed for divorce, we can file for marriage again. No big deal.
Hey, these shoes. They're not Dad's, right? You've got another guy in the house, don't you?
What? I don't know those shoes. So you have already found someone else, huh? Didn't even think about how hard things have been for me?
Both of you, stop barging in. I'm calling the cops.
Hey, my bed is still set up here.
And my bed's here too. What's going on, Yuriko? You must have been feeling lonely and left them out for us, huh?
That's not it at all. Please just leave right now.
If we both still feel the same way, why don't we give it another try? First, let's get rid of this other guy, shall we?
Yeah, no need for some other guy in the house when it's just the three of us. I hear something coming from the bathroom.
Ignoring my desperate attempts to stop them, they opened the bathroom door.
Hello, whoever you are, pack your things and leave. There's no room for you in your lives anymore.
You're in the way, so hurry up and get out of here with your stuff.
Are you talking to me? Wait, what?
What the heck? It's an old man showering. I thought you'd found some young guy, but seriously? This is your type?
You idiot. That's Mr. Shigeru. Apologize to him right now.
Wait, this guy's the president? So was he the one who introduced you to this house?
Didn't you get divorced? Why are you even here? You can't just break into someone's house.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't know they had another spare key hidden somewhere. I apologize for the trouble.
Hey, old man, you've got a wife, don't you? So if you're here, does that mean you're having an affair with that woman? I mean, you were even taking a shower.
Megumi, what in the world are you saying?
I get it. Sir, you know this could be a huge problem if people find out about this, right? Are you trying to blackmail me? No, I would never. I'm not that kind of guy. I won't tell anyone, I swear. But in return, could you convince Yuriko to come back and live with us again?
I'm back. Wait, the door's open. What's going on? Who are these people?
Who are you? We're in the middle of something here.
Mrs. Maki? What the heck is going on? Why are you and your husband in this house?
You've been misunderstanding things the whole time. Do you really think I'd be having an affair with Mr. Shigeru? Their roof started leaking, so I offered for them to stay here.
What? Are you serious? They could have stayed at the hotel or their kid's house or something. Why your place? Because Yuriko knows we don't like spending money. She didn't want us to impose on our sons and their wives, so she kindly invited us here.
Exactly. You said Yuriko was having an affair? You've been letting your imagination run wild. Snap out of it.
Mr. Shigeru, Mrs. Maki, I sincerely apologize for this misunderstanding. My daughter's confusion caused you both so much trouble.
Dad, seriously? Are you really going to pin this all on me? You were totally going along with the blackmailing, so don't act innocent now.
Shut up. You should apologize to them too. If you'd gotten along with that woman, we wouldn't be in this mess.
What? You're the one who wouldn't stop talking about younger women after marrying someone older. This is all your fault, Dad.
Hey, knock it off with the family drama in someone else's home. You're bothering Yuriko.
I'm calling the police right now. This is clear trespassing. You two can explain yourselves to the cops.
Wait, please. You can't be serious about calling the police.
Mom, you're not going to get the police involved, right? Dad was the one with the key.
We used to be in love, right? Don't call the cops.
Enough. Stop. Not only did you break into my house, but you've also caused trouble for my boss and his wife. I never want to see you again. Now go explain yourselves to the police.
No way. Please reconsider.
Oh no. There's really a police car outside. What are we gonna do, Dad?
Let go of me. I didn't do anything wrong. I just wanted to get back together with my wife. Stop resisting. You are being arrested for obstructing justice.
Why am I being put in a police car? This isn't fair.
Eventually, they both settled down and were taken away in the police car. That was the last time I ever saw either of them.
What a troublesome pair. Yuriko, you should probably change your locks just to be safe.
Yeah, and maybe upgrade your security too. We'll cover the cost, so don't worry about it.
Thank you both so much for everything. Koji was fined for trespassing, and word quickly got back to his company.
Getting divorced is one thing, but causing a whole incident? I can't defend you. Don't bother coming back to work. No, please, I work harder, I swear. Maybe you should have thought about the consequences before breaking into someone's house.
His job search hasn't gone well, and now he's unemployed.
Dad, you need to get a job already. My part-time income isn't enough for us to live on.
Don't get smart with me. You dropped out of college, so just work more.
It seems Megumi was seen by some classmates when she was being put into the police car, and after that she felt too uncomfortable to stay, so she ended up dropping out of college.
There were still so many things I wanted to study. It's all your fault. I haven't given up on college yet. I want to go to another school. As my father, you should at least support me in that.
You barely cared about school before. Don't start acting all high and mighty now that you dropped out. If you had been a good daughter, everything would have been fine.
You weren't a good husband, so don't act like I'm the only one to blame. You think you didn't do anything wrong?
It seems their days are filled with constant bickering. As for me, I'm still working as Mr. Shigeru's secretary, just like always. Of course, I've changed the locks on the house, and the security is top-notch now. Even after their roof was fixed, Mr. Shigeru and his wife still come over to visit me regularly.
Good evening, Yuriko. I've got some exciting news for you tonight.
Really? What kind of news? Is it business related?
It's about a matchmaking proposal for you, Yuriko. You're open to the idea of remarrying, right? I found a good candidate. So, why don't you at least hear us out?
Really? Well, how about we discuss it over some drinks?
My name is Kimiko, a 51-year-old working mom. I'm also a manager, what you'd call a career woman. My husband, Takashi, and I met through work. He's 6 years younger than me, and he was relentless in pursuing me. I'm in 7th heaven. We're lucky to have our adorable daughter, Rika. From the outside, it probably looks like I'm living a dream. Big house, a handsome, youthful husband. But in reality, it's only Rika and our pet hamster who I can rely on. Life never quite goes as planned, right? No one else in this house does any chores except Rika and me. On weekends, when Rika and I are out for work or activities, it's always the same story when I come back. Can't you at least help out a little?
I'm busy right now, tending to my golf clubs.
Oh, did you buy another new one? And your mom's bag. That's designer too, right?
I have a crush on this bag.
And I say, father-in-law, please don't open that expensive bottle of wine on your own.
We'll just buy another one.
This is how they waste my money all the time. I wish they'd be more careful about the future. Lately, I've been having more and more fights with Takashi and his parents. Then, one day, I came home earlier than usual. I'm home! Wait, what's going on? Maybe we have guests. I shouldn't interrupt. As I quietly came inside, I could hear Takashi and his parents talking in the living room. They didn't notice me, and they started saying something shocking. We're leaving the house right now.
What's going on, Mom?
I'll explain later. Just hurry. I grabbed a few valuables and ran off with Rika. Later that night, Takashi's younger brother Mikio suddenly grabbed me in the bedroom.
Kimiko, I have been in love with you for so long. Please accept my feelings. Let go of me.
At the door, Takashi and his parents were standing there, all holding cameras.
This is it!
We got proof of her cheating. Take as many pictures as you can. Wait, something feels weird. Whoa, you perv. What? A man's voice?
Something's off.
Let's turn on the light.
When they turned on the light, it wasn't me. It was my twin brother, Kota. We're about the same height, and while I've got a muscular build from exercising, Kota's more of a skinny, indoors type. It's hard to tell us apart just by silhouette, so they mistook him for me. Kota immediately grabbed his phone and called the police.
I was just attacked. Please, bro, help me. This is a misunderstanding.
That's our son!
Don't take him away.
But the photos and videos they'd taken were a dead giveaway. The police arrived in the midnight, and the whole neighborhood came out to see what was going on. It turned into a big scene. Mikio was released soon after, but Takashi and his parents were furious with me and Kota. To calm things down, we agreed to meet at a family restaurant near our house for a conversation.
You are the reason my brother went through all of this.
He was so scared! It's awful!
You tricked us. You should be the one getting arrested.
You're the ones who tried to trick me first. I heard everything you said in the living room. About having Mikio attack me and taking pictures to fake an affair so you could get a divorce in your favor.
We never talked about anything like that.
Then why was Mikio at our house that day?
He came over to talk about his concerns!
Why would someone coming for advice try to attack me? It was a love advice. He probably got carried away and mistook you for the person he loves. Even if he was mistaken, who just hugged someone out of nowhere? Well, he was drunk.
But he called my name. We have a camera in the bedroom to keep an eye on the hamster. It caught everything. Mikio hugging Kota while shouting my name, and Takashi and his parents with their cameras. Then they started scrambling.
This was just a test. We wanted to see if you'd stray from me.
Huh?
You've been distant lately, and I started to worry you were getting tired of me. So I asked Mikio to put on act.
That's right! Kimiko, you're always perfectly made up, and you spend money on clothes! And all your bags and shoes are designer. Who's buying them for you?
You say you are going on business trips, but you are always coming home later than Takashi. You are acting inappropriately as a wife.
Takashi, what makes you think you can test me like that? If you were worried, why didn't you just talk to me? Using someone to stage an attack. Right now, at this very moment, I've had enough of you. And you, mother-in-law, I have a job. I have meetings with people from other companies, so of course I care about my appearance. The same goes for my accessories. Wearing cheap shoes or a worn-out bag could make me look untrustworthy. And in case you haven't noticed, I make enough money to buy these things myself. Lastly, father-in-law, when you were a manager, Takashi told me you traveled a lot and always came home late. Now I'm a manager too. Don't you think it's normal for a wife or husband to have business trips and overtime? If you think that's unacceptable, then maybe you should tell your son to earn enough so we wouldn't need my income.
Whoa, is my sister-in-law really this tough? There's no way I could live with someone like her, being under wife's thumb, my poor brother. See? I'm the victim here. Everyone else's wives respect their husbands, but me? I have to tiptoe around her, I feel so left out.
Poor Takashi!
He's lost all his confidence as a man! Women are supposed to step back and support their men!
Kimiko is just making him feel insecure. That's why all this happened. We're not the ones at fault. So you are saying this whole fake cheating scandal happened because you don't trust me, and you think I'm to blame for it. Is that right, Mikio? Well, yeah. Nobody wants a wife who's cold and distant. Mikio, listen carefully. Whether or not you are punished to indecency depends on me. If you complain about everything, I might consider settling this privately. Oh, I see what you're doing. You are trying to turn Mikio against us. What a pathetic move.
How sneaky! Not only is the wife awful, but so is her whole family!
Yeah, no way Mikio's going to fall for that.
In Mikio's mind, self-preservation was battling family loyalty. And self-preservation won by a landslide.
Everything my sister-in-law and Kota saying is true. My brother and parents made me do it. I didn't want to get involved. What? How could you say that? You were so into it. Are you betraying us after all we have done for you?
I didn't raise you to be like this!
Oh, come on. You guys taught me everything. How to deceive people, how to make others do the work for me while take it easy. And of course, how to stab people in the back. That's why I'm in my 40s with no steady job.
Wow, what a low-level argument this is.
All of this nonsense started because Kimiko stopped giving us money when we asked. That's why.
Wait! What?
Back in the day, whenever we wanted something, you'd generously increase our allowance. Now you make us use our own salaries.
Exactly! It's making it harder to keep up with the neighbors. Everyone's going out for fancy lunches, and I have to hold back. It's embarrassing. You're secretly laughing at my humiliation.
And when I said I wanted a more stylish car, all you did was talk about how spacious and functional it was. If you are going to complain so much, why not just buy another car? Why is that such a big deal?
You all... I must have coddled you too much. Clearly, I forgot that leadership requires a balance of rewards and consequences.
What are you grumbling on about?
You're just reckless with money. Do you even know who's earning the money around here? Back then, I could increase your allowance because it was just the two of us. Now, we have a child and your parents live with us. We're a household of 5. Tell me, where exactly do you think that extra money is coming from?
Well...
You say it's hard to keep up with the neighbors? Mother-in-law, do you know what it means to live within your means? The first priority should be basic living expenses and saving for the future. If socializing is so important to you, why not get a part-time job or do some work from home? It's your personal circle, after all. I'm getting older, though. You think we can just buy another car? Who do you think would be paying for it? Let me tell you, even if we bought one, it'd be in my name. So I decide what kind of car we get and how big it is. And if I feel like selling it, I will, because I'm the one making the payments.
You don't have to get so mad about it. Yeah, stop being so tight about the money. We are family. When a family member's in trouble, we support each other.
Exactly! We're family! We've always supported each other, haven't we? Now, more than ever, we need to come together and strengthen our bond.
It's not too late. Takashi and we aren't such petty-minded people. If you show us you are sincere, we'll welcome you back with open arms.
Family isn't just a convenient word to make someone listen to you. And don't act like you're in a position to forgive me. I'm the one who gets to decide if I forgive you.
Hey, Mikio. You've gotten Kimiko's cast-offs, right? If she says no more, wouldn't that feel a bit cold-hearted?
Come on! As part of this family, you can talk some sense into these fools! With your looks, no woman can resist you!
Go on, Mikio. You are our shining star.
Once again, Mikio's mind weighed freebies against settling. In less than a second, settling won.
What my sister-in-law says is the truth. You've gotta be kidding me.
You useless idiot!
You are a total disgrace. So, if I understand this correctly, Takashi, you and your parents are upset because Kimiko isn't letting you spend money as you please, right? That's right. All marital assets should be shared equally between husband and wife.
Which means they should be available for the whole family to use!
There's no reason we shouldn't be able to use them. I see. I understand now. So that's why Takashi had an affair with a rich girl, looking for another source of income. Huh? What?
Kota spread a pile of photos across the table. They showed Takashi getting close and cozy with a young woman who looked like she was in her early 20s. There they were, at a busy downtown area, at the movies, and even checking into a hotel. Takashi and his parents stared at Kota in disbelief, suddenly remembering that he's a private investigator.
This is fake. I didn't cheat. These pictures were set up to frame me.
My son isn't that kind of man! We don't even know who that woman is!
That's right. How dare you fabricate such nonsense? We'll sue you.
Mikio, what do you think after hearing both sides?
Mikio, you're family. You're my brother. You don't even need words, right?
Now's the time to test the family bond!
What will you do, Mikio? There's only one truth. The liar is my bra. The smile is infuriating.
What a waste of a handsome face!
Take that face back to wherever it came from.
Serves you right. Of course, Mikio's testimony isn't the only way we can prove your affair. Take a look at this. I'd saved the message history between Takashi and his affair partner, Shizuku. I'd unlocked his phone while he was asleep by using his fingerprint. Takashi and his parents were stunned into silence. So, are you still planning on dragging out this farce? Time is money. It's time to settle this.
Yeah, fine. I cheated. I couldn't stand that smug, always right attitude of yours. Shizuku is amazing. She's not like you. She's sweet and young. I've been good to you long enough. Haven't you had your fill? Being the wife of a younger, handsome husband. It must have been a nice title to have. But let's face it, an older, bossy career woman like you can only attract younger guys by throwing money at them. I had my fun though. Didn't even have to do any real work. I still got paid.
Shizuku is such a sweet girl. She's cute, obedient, and truly wealthy. Do you know how much that bracelet she gave me cost? Just because I'm Takashi's mother, she's on a completely different level than you.
You should respect your husband and his parents more. That girl understands how things work. A woman who earns money but refuses to share it isn't needed in your family. But if I asked for the divorce, I'd have to pay alimony. so we thought we'd make it look like you cheated. I'd protect my reputation and get money out of you. It was a perfect plan.
Is that all you have to say? I can't stay married to you anymore, so I'll agree to the divorce. But are you really sure? Once we're no longer together, there's no going back. You won't regret divorcing me?
Of course not. Shizuku is wealthier than you'll ever be. My future's looking bright, and I can't wait to start living it.
I see. You didn't even mention Rika, so that's how you feel. I understand now. I make a call on my phone. Suddenly, a familiar ringtone echoed through the diner. Takashi and his parents, who had been so smug, started shaking. They knew that sound. It was a ringtone they'd heard plenty of times at home. Footsteps approached. When they turned around, there stood Rika, giving them cold stares, next to Shizuku, Takashi's affair partner.
Why are they together?
Turns out, Shizuku is Rika's senior at university. Rika had contacted her, and they had been waiting here together from the start. All part of a plan to expose this family.
Well, hello, Dad. Or should I say, soon-to-be stranger. Old man might be more fitting now.
Rika, please don't call me that.
Oh, I will. I mean, you thought of Mom as a walking ATM, didn't you? And the moment she wouldn't hand over money, you found your next rich target. And that happens to be my senior? That's just despicable.
No, Rika, I was trying to give you a better life, but your mother didn't agree.
For my sake, you didn't mention me even once in that conversation just now. Grandpa, Grandma, thanks for always being kind to me. I wanted to have only good memories of you. But goodbye. From now on, I don't have grandparents. Don't be rash! This was just a fight! It's only temporary!
Exactly. We still want to spoil you. There's a new theme park nearby. Let's all go together. We always have time for you.
You might have time, but you don't have money, do you? Are you just going to ask Mom for it again without even saying thanks? Honestly, it's shameful. How awful! You told me you were single in your 30s! And here you have a grown daughter who happens to be my junior? This feels like a soap opera! How is this even real?
No, this is just a misunderstanding. I was about to be single, and I never meant to hurt you.
Then what is it? We introduced each other to our parents, and I thought we were planning a future. You even tricked my parents. I'll be seeking judgment for this.
No!
Father-in-law, mother-in-law, I thought I'd be able to call you that, but I see I was wrong. No! No! You can still call us that! We're about to be family! Right, honey?
Yeah, we could even make it official now. If we get the paperwork, we can handle the divorce and the marriage right here.
Do you people have any sense of decency? I've had enough. I'll be talking to my grandfather about this. He owns most of the land in this area.
No! Don't do that!
We'll lose everything.
And by the way, Takashi, you're getting demoted next month.
What? How? You was just a manager. You don't have the power to do that.
The company's upper management decided. After all, Shizuku's father is the CEO of one of our clients.
What?
Maybe you should have checked with who you were messing with. Now your paycheck's going to take a hit too. Good luck with that.
No.
Oh, and as for you two, Father-in-law and mother-in-law, you'll need to move out. The house is in my name, and I can't have non-family members living there. Start packing. Oh.
It's over.
Takashi and his parents slumped over, completely defeated, speechless.
Whoa, that's rough. All three of them. Anyway, Porter, about my deal. You're really going to settle this, right? Of course. Don't worry. I'll keep my word. That's a relief. I feel bad for them, but I gotta look out for myself too. Don't worry, Mikio. I'll settle it. Just not the way you think. Get ready for a surprise, buddy.
After that, I filed the divorce papers immediately, finalizing my split from Takashi. I also kicked him and his parents out of the house since it was in my name. Just as I warned him, Takashi's transfer was confirmed for the following month.
Wait, I'll still have to work here until the end of the month. At least let me stay until then.
No, we're strangers now. I don't want to be around you for even one more day. You can find a cheap hotel.
Where am I supposed to get the money for that?
I don't know. Not my problem. I also filed a claim for damages against Takashi for his affair. Since Shizuku had been deceived as well, I decided to hold Takashi solely responsible. I heard that Shizuku also filed her own claim against him for emotional distress. With his salary reduced after the demotion and having to support both of his parents, Takashi couldn't possibly pay it all off, so he ended up taking out loans. Unfortunately for him, he borrowed from the wrong place, and the interest kept piling up faster than he could repay. Eventually, his parents had to take up senior part-time jobs, and the three of them now spend their days working hard just to pay off the debt together. As for Mikio, Kota kept his word and settled the indecency charge out of court. But it turns out that when Mikio had come to my house, he had stolen some of my jewelry from the bedroom. The pet camera caught it all, and in the end, he was arrested for theft.
If only we hadn't treated the family like a cash cow.
We were so arrogant, thinking we deserved the money.
I should have been more understanding of how hard it is to earn a living.
Meanwhile, as for me, all my hard work has finally been recognized, and I've been promoted to department head. My salary is going up too, so as long as I continue managing my finances well, I'll be just fine. My daughter is now in her junior year of college, and she's starting to get interested in job hunting.
My dream is to be a career woman like you, Mom.
That really hit me in the heart.
When Rika was little, it was tough balancing work and motherhood, and I often felt guilty. But hearing her say that made it all feel worth it.
I said, excuse me, I'm going now. I'm Shiori, 44 years old, and I work as a lawyer.
Welcome home, Mom.
Hey, Hayato, I'm home. Oh, where's your dad?
He's been out ever since I got home from school.
I live with my husband, Seima, and our son, Hayato. Hayato is a sweet and kind boy, but Seima has had his fair share of problems.
Mom, this is yummy.
I'm glad you like it.
Ooh, I'm home.
Seima, did you go out drinking again?
Huh? What's wrong with that?
I told you to do the laundry and dishes. Seima just quit his job and is now unemployed. But instead of helping with housework or taking care of our son, he spends his days drinking. You said you'd start looking for a new job this month, didn't you?
Shut up. I'll get to it when I'm ready. We're not strapped for cash. So what's the big deal?
That's because I work every day. If you're not going to work, at least help out with the housework.
I'll start tomorrow. I swear. But first, I need a bath.
It's the worst. Sure, we're not hurting financially, but Seima's attitude is unbearable, so I decided to counter back a little.
Morning. What are you doing?
I'm off today. Sit down, we need to talk.
Okay. What is it?
I prepared divorce papers. I can't stay with someone who doesn't help with housework, take care of our kid, or work.
Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious. And don't forget I'm a lawyer. I'll reconsider if you start looking for a job immediately. Otherwise, I'm filing for divorce.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll start tomorrow, okay?
I'll be checking to make sure you're leaving the house in a suit every morning. If you don't, no more allowance.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I wasn't completely set on divorce yet, but this worked out surprisingly well.
I have an interview today.
Good to hear you finally started looking for a job. Here's your allowance.
Thanks.
After that, Seima started wearing a suit every day and heading out for interviews. But it was my mistake to think that everything was going smoothly. I'm exhausted from work. I really hope Seima's interviews are going well. Wait, what the? On my way home, I saw Seima in his suit holding another woman close. She wasn't someone I recognized.
I'm home. What's going on?
What is this about?
Oh, well, it's not what it looks like.
I had taken a picture on my phone, so when he got home, I asked him angrily.
She's just someone I met at an interview. We both take the same route for first part of our walk home.
And don't lie to me. She doesn't look like she's coming home from an interview, not in that flashy outfit.
Oh, come on. I need a break too, don't I?
So you're actually job hunting, right? Then tell me the names of all the companies you're interviewing with.
Well, there are lots of them.
Don't tell me you haven't been job hunting at all. You've been going out in a suit every day just to hang out with women. That's the lowest.
You're making enough money, so I don't really need to work, right? You're too strict.
If you're not going to work, it's only fair you do the housework. I'm not making money so you can go fool around with other women.
I worked as a company employee for years. I deserve a little break.
I'm done. I can't believe this.
What? Are you really thinking about divorce? You don't have the guts for that.
Excuse me?
I'm not stupid, you know? I've done my research. You can't just divorce me because I'm not working. It's not that easy.
True, but if it's infidelity, that's a different story.
But you don't have any proof I have been cheating, do you?
Why are you so smug about it? I don't need to file for divorce. I could just leave with Hayato and move out.
You wouldn't mind if I didn't see Dad anymore. I like Mom better anyway.
Hayato?
Wait, Hayato. What are you saying? If I'm not around, who's going to play with you? Dad doesn't really play with me anyway. Plus, you keep doing stuff that makes Mom upset. I don't need a dad like that. What did you say?
Since Hayato feels this way, there's no problem. I'll take him and leave. If we live separately for a while, divorce will be easy.
Don't be silly. Like I said, divorce isn't that simple.
Should I hire a private investigator to get proof you've been cheating? I have plenty of money to spend on that.
Hayato, help me out here. Dad, you just need to do the right thing, right?
You're relying on my income. At the end of the day, you're the one who doesn't have the guts for a divorce. If you don't want to get divorced, start changing your attitude from tomorrow.
Okay, but what should I do?
Report all your job applications to me, including the company names. If you're not at an interview, you're home doing housework. And since Hayato will be home for summer vacation, he'll be checking to see if you're doing what you're supposed to.
Got it.
After that, Seima started going out less and actually doing the housework. I'm home. Oh, look at this. You've been doing the chores. And you even made dinner.
See? I can do it if I try. Plus, I was home all day, right? Yep. I was in my room doing homework.
This really helps a lot. And if you're home, I don't have to worry about you cheating.
I told you, it wasn't cheating. Besides, I've realized I'm really suited for being a stay-at-home husband.
Oh wait, what about the job search?
If I'm handling all the housework, do I really need to get a job?
I guess you don't have to.
Alright, let's eat. I made Hayato's favorite, curry. Yay!
Well, I guess this is fine for now. If he's at home doing housework instead of going out and cheating, that's better. But thinking that was a mistake. I'm home. Where's your dad?
He left right after you went to work this morning. He was wearing fit.
What? The housework lasted for just 1 week. One day, Seima stopped doing any chores and left the house without saying a word. He hasn't contacted me, and I have no idea what he's doing. I'm going to lecture him when he gets back.
I'm home.
What is going on here? Oh, wait. Who's that?
Hi.
Just when I thought he finally came home, Seima showed up with that same woman I saw him with before.
Oh, you're both here, Shiori and Hayato. That makes this easier.
That woman. You've been with her before, right? Why are you bringing her to our house?
This girl is my new wife.
What?
I'm freed from you. I'm marrying her. So let's make this divorce quick, alright?
What are you even saying? It seems like Seima wanted to discuss the divorce so he could marry this woman.
So the old lady here needs to get out of the house fast.
This doesn't make any sense. I thought you didn't even want to divorce me.
That's because I hadn't talked about marriage with her yet.
So now that she's agreed to marry you, you want a divorce? She must be something special.
Of course, a younger woman is always better. And Eriko's a doctor. She's an amazing catch.
Well, that's impressive. But you've been home all this time, so when did you even meet her?
Dad, are you going to marry this blue-collar worker lady?
Blue-collar worker? Wait, what are you talking about?
She's the lady that's been coming over a lot recently, right? She's been fixing the air conditioner and other stuff in your room.
You've been bringing her here? Into our home?
What's the problem? I've been home the whole time. There's no proof of any cheating.
You even lied to Hayato. You're the absolute worst.
Say whatever you want. You wanted to divorce me too, right? So we're doing this divorce. No problem.
This is beyond absurd. I never thought you'd turn out to be like this. I don't even want to look at you anymore.
That's exactly how I feel. Now hurry up and get out of here.
Why do we have to leave?
I'm the one who rented this place in my own name, remember? That makes you both outsiders here.
So starting today, we'll be living here happily.
I can't believe this.
Wait, we have to leave the house? But I really like it here. Hayato, you prefer being with your mom, right? So time to leave.
Stop talking. I'm done with this. We'll be out of here as fast as possible. Thus, I started packing up our things with Hayato. We're ready to go.
Hold on. The divorce papers haven't been signed yet. Make sure you fill out your part too, alright?
Yeah. I'll fill them out and submit them tomorrow.
See you later.
Good luck, poor people.
Poor people?
Mom, let's go already.
That last comment is stuck in my mind, but in the end, I divorced Seima, and Hayato and I left the house. Here's our new home.
Wow, it's so big.
Was this really the right choice? After a few days in a hotel, we moved into our new place, but I was worried about Hayato. Hayato, I'm really sorry. You had to deal with all this chaos because of us adults.
What? It's totally fine. I'm just happy to be with you, Mom.
Thank you, but you must be thinking about your dad, right?
Dad did something bad by cheating, right? And he wasn't even working. Plus, he lied to me. He deserves to learn a hard lesson.
Hayato, you're strong. But I'm not planning on teaching him any lessons, and I'm definitely not looking for revenge.
Even if you don't do anything, Mom, Dad is going to get what's coming to him. You did it, Mom.
Huh? Why?
Because that woman is...
What? That's when Hayato told me something shocking.
Finally, free from that dominant wife. And now I get to marry a young, beautiful woman. Life is great.
I'm glad you're happy. Oh, by the way, about the wedding.
Wedding?
Since it's my first marriage, I want our wedding to be huge. I've already started working on the plans.
Wait a minute. You didn't mention anything about that.
It'll be fine, right? Anyway, I need an advance payment of about $30,000, so can you cover half of it? $15,000 should do.
I don't have that kind of money. I'm barely paying the rent from my savings.
Oh wait, what? I thought you were a lawyer.
Well, Shirley is the lawyer. I might have exaggerated a bit.
What? You lied to me?
Didn't you say you loved me for who I am and not for the money?
That's bullshit. If you don't have money, there's no way I'm marrying you.
What? You're a doctor? You could easily cover $30,000 yourself.
Splitting the cost is normal.
I get a job soon and pay you back, okay? Just cover my half for now.
You're telling me you're unemployed?
So what? Love should be all that matters.
You didn't tell me you were already married at first, and now you're telling me you're jobless too? This is a disaster.
Why are you getting so mad? I'll do all the housework and you'll be the breadwinner. It works out perfectly.
Don't be ridiculous. The only reason I was okay with you being married was because you said you were a high-earning lawyer. If you're not a lawyer and you don't have any money, then forget about marriage. Goodbye.
Wait, hold on. She's a doctor, so she shouldn't care about my salary. I have to catch up with her. Oh, there she is. Wait, who's that guy?
That guy wasn't lying about being single. He lied about being a lawyer too. He doesn't have any money we could take. This is the worst.
Oh my god, we totally picked the wrong target. What a waste of time. Let's move on to the next one. What the hell, Eriko? What's going on?
Why are you here?
What's all this about targets and money? And who is this guy? Oh, fine. You're being hoodwinked. We are marriage scammers. What? Scammers? And being a doctor? That was a lie?
Of course it was. I was just playing along because you said you were a lawyer.
It turns out the woman Seima was going to marry was a con artist. Scammers?
Yeah. When Dad brought that creepy lady to the house, I eavesdropped her on the phone. While Dad was in the bathroom, I heard her talking about being a scammer.
Marriage fraud. I guess it makes sense now.
I didn't get it at the time, but when I talked to my friend yesterday, they explained what it meant.
So your dad was pretending to have money, and that bad woman took advantage of him.
But Dad did a bad thing to you, Mom. So it's kind of like karma. What goes around comes around.
As long as you're smiling, Hayato, I'm happy. But I'm a little worried, so I think I'll give your dad a call. And with that, I called Seima to see if what Hayato told me was true.
You tricked me. Marriage fraud is a crime, you know? And you lied to Eriko too, didn't you?
That's right. You never told me you were unemployed.
Well, at least I wasn't trying to steal money like you are. Oh, Sho is calling right now. I consult with a real lawyer.
Stop it right now.
Oh, what a pain you are. Shiori, perfect timing. Help me. Eriko turned out to be a scammer.
So it's true after all. That's too bad for you.
After all? What do you mean?
Apparently, while you were in the bathroom, that woman was on the phone with her partner, and Hayato eavesdropped the whole thing.
That lady said we're scammers, you know? Hayato, why didn't you tell me?
He didn't even know what scammer meant at the time, plus you told him she was just a blue-collar work lady.
Well, fine. Anyway, forget about the divorce. You called because you changed your mind, right?
No, I called because I was curious if she was really a marriage scammer.
What?
I'm sure you were planning on living off her money, but too bad. Now you can enjoy your poor, unemployed life.
Wait, I had to still news his father. Let's rethink this. I don't care what happens to someone who abandoned me and Mom. What?
Oh, and the divorce papers? They've already been submitted, so good luck with everything.
Hold on. If you're such a social justice lawyer, you should deal with these scammers who tricked me.
So that woman and her partner are right there with you? Perfect timing. I'll send the police that nice little photo of you two together. Have fun with that.
Oh, you said this target was safe.
You agreed to go after him.
We'll have fun in jail, all of you. Bye now.
Let's get out of here.
No, wait, come back.
What am I supposed to do now?
And just like that, my relationship with Seima came to an end.
I gave Eriko all my money. I can't even pay rent this month.
After that, Seima couldn't get a job, ran out of savings, and had a really hard time. But of course, he'd been relying on me for everything, so it was no surprise. That woman got arrested? She must have been a pretty lousy scammer. The police caught the whole group quickly since there were other victims too. I guess they weren't very good at covering their tracks.
Mom, your cooking is so good. Way better than Dad's.
I'm glad you like it, Hayato. If you're happy, then I'm happy too. Since then, Hayato and I have been living happily without any problems.
Oh, I almost forgot. I figured out what I want to be when I grow up.
Really? What is it?
I'm going to be a cool lawyer who helps moms like you. Ones who get treated badly by their husbands.
What? With my amazing son by my side, I'm sure we'll keep living a happy life.